Okay. Sure this is all working. Oh jeez. That was funny. Yeah. This. Okay. Oh, I'm at the at this point in time where I'm about to fight Bahamut. Bahamut. Oh, and yes, I get to see
Quiet.
worst mom of the
There's
video
someone out
game.
there.
Boom.
Is someone there?
It's terrible mom.
It's you.
What happened here?
He tried to take him from me. Oh, my boy. My darling boy.
Is this the child you made with the Emperor? Why, Mother? Why did you betray us all?
You have no right. Answer him.
Oh God, you're not wrong. I fucking thank you. I forgot to do the names because I got distracted. My bad. It's fine. I'll update this real quick. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Yeah, that should update it. There we go. Why I should not do things in a rush. Thank you for spotting that, though.
Show some respect for those who raised you. Honorable Elwyn, always thinking of his precious homeland. But what worth is a homeland in a world beset by the Blight?
Father did not seek to protect his country. He sought to protect his people.
A leader's duty is not to protect his people.
Then what is their duty?
His sovereignty.
Oh,
the noble blood that runs in his family's
sure.
veins. So long as this bloodline remains unbroken, what does it matter if a nation falls? One can always found another. Unlike him, I did my duty. I preserved my line. I bore a son of the noblest blood, to whom the whole world might kneel. That is why I gave Rosaria to Sambrek, that I might join my line with the Lesages and birth a savior of this benighted land, blessed by both Bahamut and the Phoenix!
You sold your country for a child.
Why did he need another? You had Joshua.
I had nothing. You were always your father's son, so very strong and bold and daring, and yet you failed to awaken. Would that Joshua had been granted 1/10 of your strength? Oh! How the nobles laughed that Elwyn's firstborn was surely the son of a concubine, and my own, not long for this world. The shame of it! The shame of being slandered by one's inferiors! How could you ever know how that feels? It should have been you! Why didn't the Phoenix choose you?
Joshua's every waking moment was spent trying to shoulder the burden that you and the Phoenix and the Duchy foisted on him. That's why I became his shield. To help bear the weight. But what did you do? You betrayed your own blood and surrendered your son to his fate!
Joshua, my darling boy. I never meant to hurt him. The soldiers' orders were clear. He was to be spared. Why did you survive? When the only one I truly cared for died.
What? Have you not looked out of the window? Joshua is here! The Phoenix lives on! He's battling Bahamut as we speak!
Yeah, she's too busy not even bothering looking out the window. Not even looking for an opportunity to escape this building, just sitting here and then accepting fate. Eventually this building was just gonna implode. Like, jeez.
Joshua! Wake up!
Still stupidest action ever.
I am a shield of Rosaria. And I will do my duty.
What are you...
Hello.
Ifrit?
Clive.
Joshua?
Clive!
Also, hello. Mega Flare! Oh. Boom!
Fuck.
Mega Flare! Okay. Keep pushing the button too early. Oh. Oh, look at that. Ow, my retinas! My eyeballs! It's pretty though, but ow, my retinas! Okay, we're easing up with my eyeballs a little bit. Thank you, Square. My eyeballs. Boom. I technically learned this here. Get back here. Oh. Oh. You just, and this is where you, oh. Flames of Rebirth. We get a Joshua.
Joshua! No! Leave my brother alone!
That's where you technically are supposed to learn Spitfire.
Face the consequences.
Does that automatically recharge the ability? It in fact does. Game I... Okay. Oh god. I hate you. I hate how you are always just out of range. You're like always just barely out of target range. Every time. Oh.
Shit. Can't reach him. Don't do this!
Giga Flare. We've upped it by 100. Where is it? 10. It's either a multiplication of 10 or 100. I forget what the multiplication is. I know it goes Flare, Mega Flare, Giga Flare. I know it goes Tetra Flare. Now what's after Tetra Flare? If there is something after Tetra Flare. Is there anything after Tetra Flare? Oh, shit. Be great if... What's the button? There's a button I'm trying to think of. Oh, it's B. Gotta play my inner, oh, what was that game called? Where you did all the lock-ons. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Okay, that did not hit me. Game? Hello? God! Okay. Controlling this is a nightmare. This control scheme is stupidly awful. Because it's hard to tell field of view and where shit's coming from, how close it is. Like, I hate this view. And the other game I saw that did this, I also hated the view of. Okay. I literally don't know what's happening. I'm spamming the dodge button, hoping that I don't get hit. What the fuck? I can't see shit. I am just hoping to get through this goddamn phase.
Where are you going?
This was so cool the first time, but now playing through it again, the control being so ass. Okay, there, because your movement is the same as your aim button. Okay, sorry, you can use the other stick to aim, but with what fucking finger? I don't want to claw grip my game to be able to... What the fuck? to have some semblance of control over what the fuck I'm doing. I don't want to claw grip. Yeah, you're not wrong. This literally could be. This would be a really cool cutscene. I don't mind playing it, but they could have done a much better job with it to help give.
By the thunder! Those things are drawing in more ether than I've ever seen!
No, they're not. Can I not say you did? Oh god.
Stop them!
Oh god. This is just... I'm trying to, game. There we go. Okay. Back to the B button spam. Problem is I can't just B button spam for those because it doesn't do enough damage in time, so I have to interact with the game mechanic. By pushing other buttons, which I don't have a problem with. If aiming and movement were tied to the same stick. Okay. If I didn't have to claw grip to do this, or some means to just lock on to do shit, that'd be great. Oh.
Clive! Thank the founder!
But note to self, if I ever do this again, I'm playing on controller, I got claw grip. Maybe it's easier to play on keyboard. Maybe I should try playing it on keyboard next time.
It's now or never.
Because
Joshua.
then I can control my movement with WASD and then use my mouse to aim. Okay. It might be one of those few times that it's better to play on a... or a burst. Oh. Let's go, Joshua! Well, we already discussed that. God damn it, the knockback. Oh god. Oh god. Whoa, what am I doing? Okay. Dodge. dodge, make sure I'm not getting hit by anything.
Right, now it's my turn!
Boom! Mega Flare. Okay, this. What do you mean, how many things are left? I also ignored the, I didn't get a stagger on phase 1, technically. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus, what's happening? Oh, I just dashed right into that. Good job, me. What's happening? Why am I unable to... Oh, I can hit him. No, there's Tetra Flare. There's Tetra Flare that I happen to be speaking of. There's Tetra Flare. Tetra Flare. Boom! Blind your eyeballs. Make it hard to see that you were supposed to do a quick time event there. Because everything's so blindingly blue or white that you don't see the orange for spamming of X that I needed to do there. And I only knew it was supposed to happen because my... Okay, I'll just... Oh, I'm too high! God damn it, Muhammad! Get a bigger hitbox!
Good work, Joshua!
What are you calling kidney stones now?
Now, Joshua!
Big time events? Hello. Okay, I almost missed that. Ugh. Oh. Yes. They are technically like worldly kidney stones. That's kind of a weird way to put it, but that is, you know, weirdly accurate. That the mother crystals are the world's kidney stones. Yes, I love doing that too sometimes, yeah. uh, albeit, you can say, if you remember or know anything about Final Fantasy VII, you can call the materia in that game also worldly kidney stones. They're just a lot smaller.
What now?
It's about to get a lot cooler and a lot more, just like, why?
This is drinking the ether.
We have to stop him.
He's golden now.
I'm here.
Kaboom.
Joshua, are you alright? Damn it. You have to be stronger than this. Come on, Ifrit. Show us your true power.
Wait. I want to make such a bad joke about what just happened, but I'm gonna refrain. No.
Have we become one?
This may be enough. We can do it, Clive.
We can. And we will. Together.
Kaboom. He golden. He's casting Mega Flare. Oh boy. Been casting that a whole lot.
Ready!
Oh, I actually get to see this cutscene. Let's go. Get over here. Kaboom. Eat dirt.
We hope to match such power.
By trusting
He sadly absorbed the world's kidney stones and regained all his magic powers, so we also have to have, you know, laser beam from the heavens. Oh god, I thought that would be done by now. Oh, get back over here. Screw your aura burst. I'm gonna just spitfire you. Or spit flare. Get back here! God! I need to remember I can cast spells. Okay. Like, I'd like to. I'm just gonna have to stagger you. Oh god, no. Oh wait. Oh no, he's summoning a bunch of things around me. Whatever am I gonna do? I remembered how to do the controls now. Ah. Screw your radiance. Take this opportunity to just farm perfect whatever it's called. Oh, come on! Come on! Let me input A button, please! Oh, I hate this game when that does that sometimes. I'm unable to push a button. Get back here! Oh god! Get back here! Blood! Yes! I'll read your comments after the fight. I'm sorry. I want to focus on what I'm doing. Get over here! Spitfire! Oh, come on! Get over here! You know what? Weirdly, Lunge is incredibly, crazily good. I downplayed Lunge, but in all of these Ifrit fights, Lunge is like the best skill ever. uh. Whew. Yeah. Yes. Welcome to FF mode, where they just gave all of these fights just a shit ton of HP, and that's it. This is FF mode for you. How do we make things hard? Make it do more damage? And have a shit ton more HP? Yep. Give the player anything? No. Oh, there it is! Zeta Flare! I forgot about Zeta Flare. Or wait, no, that's Zeta. Wait. No? Wait. Oh yeah, Zeta Flare.
Come on, Joshua.
Oh yeah, Zeta. Okay. It's Tetra then Zeta. Okay. Of which Bahamut is known to use both. Welcome to the last, I think, quick time event? And then this fight will finally be over? Maybe. I can't see shit. My eyeballs, they hurt. Okay, there we go. No, we have a probably very similar opinion on that. No, we can get into it, but yeah, increasing HP and making it do more damage is not making it hard. This is why this entire playthrough's been a joke, because they haven't upped the HP enough to make it worth it outside of Ifrit fights, because Ifrit's fights are all damage locked because of accessories and things. So you can literally not scale your Ifrit damage out of anything but levels, which makes all Ifrit fights the only hard fights in the game, and they're not even hard, it's just the HP to damage ratio is so far off that they just take forever. The rest of the game isn't balanced for the accessories you use to put out so much damage that the extra HP and damage just doesn't mean anything in 90% of the rest of the game. Which I think makes FF mode terrible. And is also why I've never done a full playthrough of Master Mode, because I went through up until Chlorophyte and just got bored because they didn't make it harder. They just increased the damage everything did and the HP of things to the point where just getting hit killed you. And so I never had fun with Master Mode because I didn't see it as harder, I just saw it as bullshit. You do not make things harder by just giving it a shit ton of HP and having it hit you hard. It's the easy man's difficulty cheat. I would have loved to see combat patterns and combat attacks that weren't in normal mode, and have a more complex attack pattern. But the problem is with most of these games that do this, that are like RPGs like this, are either a one-time playthrough, which is admittedly what this game should have been. It should have followed the same rhetoric as all the other Final Fantasy games, where you do everything in one playthrough and you never do New Game Plus, and doesn't have a difficulty slider at all. Do what Elden Ring shit do. Maybe have an easy and then normal mode for the casual players, but they already added accessories. So there wasn't a need for multiple difficulties in this game. especially given that most of that difficulty was in your accessories anyway. And so they gave you difficulty settings for no reason. Which is kind of stupid. Speaking of which, those accessories that make the game easy, I think you can still use in FF mode. I think. It's just stupid.
Dion!
Boom! We got rid of the kidney stone. One more kidney stone left. Yeah, there isn't. Which is why you always should take... This is why I argue RPG games should all be scaled like Elden Ring. Or shit, OG Final Fantasy games did it well too. Because the entire thing is with RPG games. And it's the thing that people don't understand. All RPG games, the difficulty's up to you at the end of the day. Everything is normally set in stone from the beginning to end, and it's how much you want to farm. And that is how the game goes. Or hell, yeah, RPG games where it's more based on the gear you acquire and things, and the items you acquire instead of levels. Which FF12 did a good job of showing as well. I'm gonna stick to the Final Fantasy games, but they have experimented with two great ways to scale RPG games. And they just should have stick with it.
I'm sorry.
Stick with it.
I'm so sorry. You're alive.
And yeah, the game you mentioned there is very much a gear-dependent scaling.
I never dared hope that I would see this day.
Reunited at last.
Jill.
I will say Persona did a nice means of doing a difficulty slider because you actually felt a difference, albeit it's still just HP go up, damage do a lot more. But they managed to at least make Hard and Merciless feel like two different game modes. Goodbye, stupid child.
It is done. The demon that would tear our house apart is no more. Father.
The thing is, all games do. Well, if you're good at designing your game, then all games do
We need to leave.
have balancing around how much you know of the game. Albeit that often does come down to item progressions for some games, and understanding what level you need to be for a certain boss and stuff like that.
Fine.
Sees, we took Bahamut. Painful.
You there.
Don't reinforce the walls. Situation. Report, Captain.
Can nothing be done to call them off?
I regret not, Your Radiance. The Dragoons answer to none but His Imperial Highness. The Council is powerless to intervene.
We're hearing reports of rebel...
Yeah, those games are very scaled based on what you know, but at the end of the day, it's what you know about where equipment is located. Those games are like, if you know where the best stuff is, can find means to navigate there while doing the least amounts of fights. So they're very much balanced around, kind of balanced around how much you know. And if you know how to get to certain stuff the easiest way with the least amount of fights in those games to get equipment, then they become a lot easier. So it is kind of balanced around what you know, but it's technically more balanced around the equipment you get with that knowledge, because it's really hard to balance with understanding. Because balancing with how much you understand a game while trying to hide information is really hard. And so that's kind of why the best you can do is your first time playthrough, which you'll see in like Persona games and other games. Once you know an enemy's weakness, there isn't much else. And so second time playthroughs, new game pluses, and stuff for games like that suddenly make the game from what was relatively difficult and like fun to, oh, I know all the weaknesses and everything now on my second playthrough. It becomes a joke. And that's kind of where it's difficult, because we do have things like the internet now where we can learn a lot about stuff about the games and how to get places. And so balancing around what a player might know is extremely difficult with this understanding of the internet, looking up bosses, spoiling ourselves to what a boss's weakness is. So it's a lot easier to balance around equipment, levels, and stuff like that instead of player knowledge. Because let's say someone going into game like Fear and Hunger blind, it might be really hard, but you look up all these videos and things, and the game suddenly gets extremely easy. And that is technically like difficulty scaling, but as a developer, you can't control that kind of scaling. And so that's not something you balance on as much as gear scaling. But you always keep in mind that a well-knowledge player will know how to get to your strongest items early, so you don't want to make the entire game feel like a joke with your strongest equipment and stuff if a player knows how to get there. And that's where a lot of games with new game pluses and things have a hard time, is if a player knows where to get this stuff. It can make it really easy, or they'll already have this stuff. And then you're having to balance an entire playthrough about them having the best gear in the game. And there's not really a way to do that that might not make it not all just make the entire game feel like the last dungeon or last thing in the game. And so this is where I understand New Game Plus in a lot of games suck. This is also why I think you shouldn't lock your highest difficulties behind a New Game Plus standard. I want to do a fresh playthrough on FF mode, but I can't. unless I mod it in. And then I don't know how hard that's gonna be. And I don't know if it's even intended to be done. So the balance might be completely skewed and it might not even be possible. I might look into it, but yeah, there's a lot of things with scaling and stuff that are like, gotta think about it, but it should definitely be thought more than just number go up, mean fight hard.
Focus all efforts on extinguishing the fires around the capital. The city can wait. Don't dally, man. Go!
Your Radiance.
I want you to find out about the Dalmec's movements.
By the light. Dion. Have you taken leave of your senses? Call off the Dragoons at once.
Fear not. The populace will come to no harm at their hands. I am here to save you, Father.
Save me?
A creeping darkness hides in the heart of Sanbreque. It stems from your wife, the traitorous Annabella.
Not another word, Dion.
Father, though you may not see it, the darkness has taken hold of you. It has made you forget yourself. But I bid you remember, there was a time when you ruled not with cruelty, but with compassion. Why now do you turn your back on your people? Why now do you seek to stoke the fires of war? You too have borne witness to this change, Your Eminences. And you know, as well as I, who is responsible for it. A puppet now sits upon the throne, but cut his strings, and the master loses her power!
What?
Dion, you bear steel before your emperor? Guards! Take him!
For every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. Those were your words. But when the last of your citizens has fallen, and all of their homes have been reduced to ash, what will become of your empire, of its rulers, of your god? As the mother crystals crumble one by one, and the blight sweeps in to claim all that we hold dear, our people look to their emperor for protection. Yet he labors not to secure their futures, but to seize what is left of the twins for himself. Even if it should come at the cost of everything his loyal citizens have labored to build.
Dion, you must understand.
A small price to pay, is it not? You've been blessed with great power, Dion. Enough to win me the world. So go, claim Valisthea for me, brother.
Dion.
Guards! Guards!
Father.
Poor father. How he doted on his children. That he would die to protect me was plain. It was but a matter of when.
You planned this?
You did well to endure so long. But you broke in the end, as I knew you would. And now Muthos approaches. Put him to the proof. I would see if he breaks. Go, Bahamut. Kinslayer.
I like it sometimes, but it depends on how it's done.
Not again.
Brother?
It's a long story.
The problem is with most of those, it's just too much gimmick for not enough payout.
You cannot stay here, Mother. Come. Take my hand.
Get away from me! This is all just a dream, just a bad dream! You will not take me, Shadow! You will not take me!
Crazy woman. Yes. Oh no. Yes.
Mother.
Let's get out of here. While the big crystal flower disintegrates. Joshua goes down to grab, I think, Goots.
If it is consciousness that weaves your wills together, consciousness that blurs the boundary between your own will and that of others, then we shall set you apart once more. The ties that bind you shall be severed, and humanity return to its proper place. By primogenesis shall a new age of reason begin.
Yeah.
Relax, Your Majesty.
That one's one that's based on skill. And I wouldn't really even call that a gimmick. Well, I wouldn't call it... It's a gimmick.
You want to play?
Right, but it's not...
It's been a long
How to describe it?
If that is your wish.
Men,
It's...
you are as meek as all the others.
It's an okay effect, but it is... It's a gimmick, yeah.
Such feeble creatures.
Weirdest cutscene in this game.
Gifted the power of icons, yet slaves to fickle emotions which usher you to your doom. And so you bind your fragile wills with strands of consciousness. The wretched handiwork of a wretched people.
The Sons of Fire were united at last, and for but a moment their flame burned bright. Soon Muthos shall become our perfect vessel.
And then shall the world be remade.
Not before the bonds are severed, of trust, of respect, of love. Only when every strand of consciousness is cut away, may Muthos return to our side. By primogenesis shall all be undone. Mankind shall be rid of his wretchedness, and Muthos of his will. But while he yet clings to it, he has the power to forge bonds anew. And so we bid you, find Muthos, and sever every one.
To destroy that which has no physical form, you ask the impossible.
There is nothing your black blade cannot cut, Odin. We shall unite with Muthos, and bring forth a new world. So long as our vessel remains unclaimed by humanity.
It shall be done, Master. My will is yours.
Ass cutscene, man. Weird ass cut. Fucking weird ass cutscene. I love how we started the stream with a difficulty discussion. I know. That's why I said this is a difficulty discussion. Just funny that we started with one.
Brother?
Asleep since I returned from the Dominion.
It wasn't a comment of how we've shifted the conversation. It's more of a comment of what we are discussing at the start of a stream.
Taya says he should be back on his feet soon enough. For a while, at least.
You're not wrong.
She discovered something on his chest. A swelling, circled in stone.
The curse.
But that wasn't really a conversation. That was you saying it and me agreeing.
Another rises up to greet us, doesn't it?
It's never ending. Even the sky seems to have grown tired of it all.
Wait until later. Things fall apart. This entire world's been falling apart.
If I disturb Joshua while he rests, I might as well see what Otter has to say.
looking at that. But yeah. Are you sure you want to do that? You sure?
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires? Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
I'll check the hunt board because screw it. I'll check the hunt board. Yeah, we got 3 new. Is the 3 I think they are? I think they are. I'll do them when I start doing my side questing affairs.
How fares the realm? The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit. And Gav? He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
Dr. Vivian first.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Oh, I hate you. Your point in here is just to be an exposition of pointless information.
Beneath these darkened skies
is an excuse for world building.
Over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days
is upon us.
Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves.
Oh boy! Now we have a Akashic problem!
With magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
Yep. for
Path of
one
sand.
toddler
My best
ready to
Flemish, but it
kick
seemed
it over.
fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Wulu deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
But it's not like he cares to invade either.
Will we ever see the sun again?
It seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
The world's about to
Let me
implode.
guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Yeah. Because we have to do the traditional MMO thing where we go run around to people we talk to instead of having them come around and be like, well, hello, we learned the realm's fucked. So what do you want to do about it?
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are 3.
Oh,
We
great.
had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Akashic out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil.
Ugh.
Rumor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only 2 people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
I forgot about this part of the game. This part of the game that is like their traditional excuse to make you fucking go everywhere. I miss the days where you'd play Final Fantasy games and you get to this point where you had the whole open world and then you just get slammed with all the side quests right at once. So you could just do them all right away instead of this shit. Okay. Any fucking side quests become available? That's a good question. Hmm. How about anything green? No. Got the local map. It here. Where's the dragon at? Let me pull up my other useful gear that I use. Where is it? Or here. Here it is. I want to go do the stupid dragon first. Why not? Wait a minute, what? Oh. It is here. I believe there's one per area. Technically. That became available, but this is the most annoying of the three. Albeit I say annoying with a grain of salt, because we'll see how annoying it actually is when I go do it. Because this is the next S rank hunt that's supposed to be like Atlas. And supposed to be on the harder end. Tomorrow morning, oof. Which one, the first one or the second one? So are you ready to see the level disparity? The level difference between me and this enemy? I'm going to go fight and see how crazy that is. Ah. Oh yeah, you're on this. Well, just because they took it off the store doesn't mean you don't own it. Just because it's not on the digital store doesn't mean you don't have a physical copy. I'm not. How am I supposed to know? Okay, what's the level of this thing? Hey, look at the big fatty red dragon. It's Sabrong. What's your level, sir? I need to know. So I know how many level. 93?
This beast isn't to be trifled with.
Hmm. $93, That's 23 levels? I've tried doing this 10 levels before, but that was... you know, much different. Oh god, it doesn't help when I can't see shit. I put the lightning rod down, game. Where's my lightning rod? Well, I'm just screwed on this entire first damage phase because it just didn't listen to my first input. This entire first damage phase is gonna be a mess and a half. Target lock, so it's probably best that I'm not in Leviathan right now. Okay. What? How? How did you hit me from that far away, buddy? God. God, you hit me from 5 miles away. Okay, now you do lightning bolt. Or lightning rod. Oh, come on. Bullshit, man, bullshit. Okay. Last dance. Welcome to... Okay. Ay. Oh. My God. There we go. Get rid of him. Oh. Yay, 2 levels.
Definitely not to be trifled with.
It didn't help that I started that fight with no Zanzetsuken. But, you know, unlike normal mode, if you don't have enough damage, it takes 5 years. In this, it'll always take 2 stagger bars, roughly. If I actually entered the fight the way I normally enter fights. But, yeah. I remember doing this fight and doing so little damage that it took me so long that I was making mistakes and died near the end. It was like, I'm not coming back until I get more damage. That's the sad part, when the game is when the game is like, I'm gonna wait to come back until I have more damage instead of, oh, I'm gonna come back when I have other stuff. It's just like, I need a better weapon and then I'll come back. See you later. Let me go grab shish kebab number 35. And with shish kebab number 35, I'll be able to shish kebab better. What am I doing? God, calling sword shish kebab.
Nicely fine, Isabel.
Ugh.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
I saw it with my own eyes. The whole of Oriflame under a flood.
Then we're next.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm gonna be honest, Atlas was an interesting fight. I wouldn't mind fighting him for a longer time. When he was first put in, like, where he's put in, it's fine. But admittedly, these things are kind of like, normally he's level 50, and you can unlock him when you're level 38. Let's put it that way. So there's a reason there was a 23 level difference. Because admittedly in FF mode, unlike normal mode, I'm not exactly leveling up as much as I did in the first one. And so I was like level 38 when I first attempted him. And he's a level 50 mob normally. And so at the end of the day, it was literally go get up to what I think I was level 42, 43 when I fought him. Officially, which was when I got the next weapon upgrade as well. And so it's like, they're hard for where they're supposed to be, and they're in normal mode. At least Atlas had interesting attack patterns and fit when he actually unlocked. This guy unlocks right now and kind of doesn't feel like he fits right where he's unlocked. You could have waited a main story quest or two before he's unlocked. But it's not like I couldn't have done him. It's just I didn't want to sit there and do a prolonged fight. And all of his mechanics were interesting, all of which you saw 2 of his mechanics, so you didn't even get to see the other, like, 10 attacks that he has, because welcome to New Game Plus. I hold right trigger, I push, then, well, actually, I hold X button, hit B, let go of X button, Zansetsuken kaboom, right click, right trigger, push X, push Y, hold X again, Zansetsuken, oh, there goes half health bar.
My lord, milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls.
I now understand why they give you
your mistress? Is she
it
here?
at the very end of the game.
No. She went to the garrison.
Not
to ask
any
what you're
earlier.
planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
But yeah, there's a reason this guy is last. There's a reason you get this guy last. I still haven't even unlocked this guy, but I at least understand why he's last. Because this is just dumb. See, does it show the Zansetsuken? No, you don't even get to learn anything about the Zansetsuken, really. Oh, well, there it is. Yeah. Most broken ass dumb thing in the game. And it's the last thing you get. And then all of his skills are just designed to help get that faster and delete room. But yeah, Leviathan is equally as stupid because they had to have some excuse for having the DLCs actually be useful over Odin, albeit I'm still just using the 2 DLCs and Odin. Albeit, I guess I'm also technically using Shiva's skill and Bahamut's skill, but technically a remove skill, but
Garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall, because they are my charges and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
if you care about your life, why did you become a soldier?
Ah, Clive.
You're risking your life doing
To arrive so quickly.
anything. So why'd you become a guard?
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Talk to survivors to learn that yes, they do indeed just spawn out of thin air, because that's just how they work.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
My family.
It's all right. Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Yes, it was Jim Bob and Billy Bob.
Yeah,
And they were
came
blue.
out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then...
Then they started playing on weird pipe instruments.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now.
Grabbed
We should
some
head for more.
foam mallets and started playing on some PVC pipes. The sounds, they hurt.
It was all they could do to escape.
God.
Bodies there in the flood.
I'm just making some dumb words. If you know what I'm talking about, good on you. If you don't, Don't worry about it.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me.
Let's see. I gotta build this Zanny meter. Oh god. You wanna... There he is. Guy in front of me? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Save your strength.
Why would you even... Why is that even a suggestion, Jill? These are like fodder. Don't prime on fodder. Waste energy on literal fodder. Why the hell was the protection breaking so loud? What the fuck? That had no right to be that loud. Oh shit. At least that's one way to easily target lock your ass. You know what? I have no reason not to just activate this whenever I have it. To a degree. Increases my damage and heals me. Got no reason not to use it. Why am I here? Stagger cutscene teleports, man. It's some weird shit. Giga Flare. Weirdly enough, I guess most of my abilities are base game outside of this and my Leviathan Y. So I'm mostly just using Leviathan B. To be honest, I don't need Ultima. Ultima's actually, I think, worse than...
You think there are more?
Garuda,
There are
but...
always more.
Ultima's...
But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Feels a slightly more niche
let
spot.
Isabel know.
Oh, I keep forgetting... That fight, I could have used Ultima. And it would have been a lot better than using Leviathan. I keep making this mistake. Because I just default to Leviathan. When Ultima is better crowd AoE. Which is why I have it.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more.
Equipped over Garuda.
And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dame would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post.
milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems.
Oh.
But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
I'm one man spread way too thin. Only I could theoretically clone myself. Oh, wait. Actually, that is a good question. Why don't I clone myself? Or can I not? I thought there was an ability somewhere that let you clone yourself. Actually, no, that's a different game I'm thinking of. Never mind. I don't know much about that. What is that in like simple terms? I guess it might be hard to say in simple terms. I don't know. What is it? Oh, so it gives you a hunger meter. That doesn't sound fun. I'm sorry, I don't like having to manage meters. The reason you'll never see me play a certain game. I find them more of a hassle than actually making the game hard or interesting. They just seem to make it more of a hassle.
Again. But not for long.
I love this camera, can't you tell? Look at this piece of shit. Also, what the hell kind of damage am I doing to these guys? Tell me this is what in pure Y button damage looks like before I even... Am I gonna kill it before I even stagger him? I might actually get rid of him before he even gets staggered. I'm also just using it this way so I can AoE all the buffoons. Oh god, I didn't want to be teleported here, not right now. Use this real quick. That would be more interesting. Buddy, pal. I'm sorry. half of those things sound fun. Half of those things just sound like making the game more annoying for the sake of making the game quote harder. But it's more just annoying. Yeah. I don't know.
No more vengeance. No more war.
Yep, I got rid of those three buffoons. Now I teleport up to Martha's Rest. Now I need to remember where the last one is. Remember where those guys were, but I don't remember. Oh, they're there. They're there. They're there, baby.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
But all our beds are taken.
No, the beds are taking.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive.
Oh, yeah.
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered. What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never offer. Now,
I believe it.
I need you is the
I never
Fallen
questioned
Gate.
that.
That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
Well.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
There's a reason I don't really play Skyrim on those games much. They always interest me, but then there's always the one thing that annoys me. And it's kind of like, it locks you into a build because you can only carry so much of certain stuff. And so you just focus one build because you have a weight limit.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
And I like using like different stuff to counter certain things, but you know, can't exactly do that. What am I doing?
Good work.
There we go. Fight done. Oh, 72. Oh, there's gonna get to a point where it's gonna get really boring.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Take your wounded back to the inn.
I don't like
Martha
that.
will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
I generally don't like that kind of thing. Generally. And there's a problem with those kinds of games. And my exact problem that I don't like.
For thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels, and they got wounded with them. They're not gonna make it.
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them.
Damn it all!
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Yeah. I hate those mechanics too.
My brothers.
What are you after?
This. That's what I'm after.
Obliged.
And that,
There you go.
technically. But I didn't need that.
Mad dogs.
Ugh. Yeah. Wasn't for the fact that I'm playing through this again to experience the story, I'd probably not do this. But since I'm here to experience the story
I need
again,
you to get those who can still walk up the lift to
that's
Martha's.
my
But
old
what about-
computer issues.
I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
It's an Akashic turtle!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
I don't mind RPG mechanics.
Then let's do our duty.
I love the way Borderlands functions. I just hate how it, I love the Borderlands. Borderlands is a fun game. The problem is, they just end up having the problem that, I have with Diablo. And then it's, you get to a certain point where, here's the guns you should use, and should always use, and the only better thing to get is that weapon, but with better components or parts or whatever. I like Dungeons and Dragons, so I doubt it's like Dungeons and Dragons. Can I target lock on something? I should just use this. which is an adamantoise, which is bullcrap. That too small. Oh.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think
I
so.
don't know.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Oh, I'm sure they're good games. The problem is I have with open world games like that is there's the one build you use, you focus that build, and then you're using that build for way too long because they're open world titles that I tend to just, there's a certain point where it's like the fun of getting the build, having the build, then once you have the build, you have fun with the build for a while, and then it gets stale, is the best way to say it. It all just suddenly gets kind of stale for a while. And then, yeah, I just kind of quit playing because it's like, oh, I just do the same thing I've been doing again. It's slightly harder and takes more shots or something.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
These poor chocobos, man. They did not deserve this.
Something's coming.
Oh god, more? Oh, but Sir Wade's here now.
Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we?
Can I stop looking, okay, camera? I'd love it if you decided to not do whatever the fuck that is. I don't want half my screen covered by the goddamn floor plane, thank you. I want to look down, please. God. I'm just never gonna not have camera issues in this game, and becoming more and more apparent by the day. Like, what the fuck is this, man?
You're finished.
That's my current camera angle. That's just the game defaulting. I hate that. if I start moving the camera,
Do you see any more?
deactivate your auto move.
No.
I wonder if there's a setting that I can turn off that does that.
It won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Sometimes
Then we
there
wait
is.
for Martha's while we can.
I'm sure isn't. Or they have the automatically move camera or whatever. I need that turned off. Let me control the camera, please. Unless I lock on.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear.
Or just
Hopefully we'll
don't
have enough
control
time to
my
lick our
up,
wounds.
down.
How many of your men were injured?
Control my left,
Down
right,
sight
but
less than if you
not my
hadn't
up and
turned
down.
up.
I want to
Thank
look
you.
down.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Oh, come on. Give me more AP points, man.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here.
Oscar!
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are, I mean to say that, the...
Cyberpunk D&D, you say?
There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Oh...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency
Time
as your uncle showed me.
stops.
I would not have it any other way.
Oh god, I'm thinking of how you can replace spells. Certain spells like Time Stop is using a Sendevistan. Guard for Deuce is just like inflating your body with air, your muscles and things with air. Right, Fire Breath is a breath enhancement. Be weird. Oh, I'm such a weird D&D nerd. If there's an actual setting book out there that has some more applicable that I could use.
Fucking thieving
My
shop.
D&D and board games are technically like two different things.
My pickaxe, I would.
All my finest pieces.
Run like the wind.
Okay. Off to do something. Another hunt.
All right.
I'm probably gonna have to do side quests after these set of 3 quests, but I don't care. I'll deal with the repercussions later. It's so weird. Technically D&D is a board game, but I'd also not call it a board game. It's so weird. It is, and yet it feels so much more sophisticated and more like less set in stone like a board game. And that's, well, that's not a tomato thing. That's actually just 2 different things. Board games generally have a set of rules and things, and you play on a very strict setting, and what comes in like that box for the board game is all you get.
No need to ride from here.
Tabletop is very, very open, and generally has much looser rules than I would consider a normal board game.
Not the gods' forsaken soul, eh? Only those who have nothing. So empty your pockets.
Rulebook for what? D&D? Mainly because a lot of them have become character building subscription based things that are somewhat annoying. Probably something very similar. Because companies don't exactly want to give away their property, so to speak, and board games last somewhat forever. Oh, this guy's surprisingly tanky. Leviathan does make this all a joke, and maybe I shouldn't use Leviathan. Chunker, come on. Dead. so much XP.
A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew.
Now I talk to Lubu.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Sure. Not a lot of my precious time.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You're a bitch.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder...
Welcome to something that
anger,
stupid
fear,
that's about that.
Could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
I don't know.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Here's the stupid part.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
So here's the stupidest part of this, and why I think this is dumb. If it works the way I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to Natalie first to see if this is just the way it is. But they have Clive play the part of a merchant to get food, and they have Jill play the part of a mercenary leader, which is fucking backwards. Let the muscle-headed person who looks like a mercenary do the mercenary things. And let the person who's more competent in talking and bullshitting their way do the trade agreement. Because otherwise it's stupid. Now, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna work this way. If it does, still, this is just the stupidest way they have this. Yeah, okay, it is.
Allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Hi.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Jill do this, and you do the other one.
Telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
See, this is
worse than I thought. If what says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town...
What does that do again?
Not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good. merely that it produced the desired
Well,
effect.
no, I wanted to know. Okay,
Now, my scouts
wait.
should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we
I
face.
need to know. So, what are we classifying to adrenaline? Like, what are we classifying that's like adrenaline? And whatever it is, I need to know what it does, so I can tell you more. I also don't know all the things. Okay. Oh! No, that's not adrenaline. That would not be adrenaline. Albeit, I also don't know what... So you're talking about what kind of cyberware the Sandevistan would be classified as? I'd have to know what categories there are, first off. I don't know off the top of my head. I fully don't know what to talk about. But yeah, the slowdown time is, how do I describe it? It's not adrenaline. Wouldn't be adrenaline. As that's not what adrenaline does. Fully. It's technically a technically nerve implant. It goes into the spine right below the brain stem. Right next to the base of the skull. And is essentially clocking your brain to 10 times, so it seems like everything's in slow motion, but it's actually increasing your brain's processing speed, so you can do things faster, and allows your other enhancements to go at maximum speeds. Well, it would be probably bio. I don't know.
Picture it, Conrad.
And now Jill works as a fucking mercenary leader? Ass backwards?
Here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
Yeah.
The pleasure is all mine.
Isn't that what I said? Yeah, neural. Yeah, that's what it is.
I told you.
I didn't know it had
I
it.
summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
That's what it is.
Victor says you told him no.
Literally what I said it was.
That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
Didn't know
True
if
as the
neural was a
crystal's
thing that
crack.
existed.
Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 score swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamel's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
No, there isn't a reason.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Yeah, it should have been the other way around, you know, because that would have made more sense.
Good news,
You would have
Sid.
actually done a better
Both
ruse
Conrad
on the
and
one
Natalie
person,
have
but
somewhat
whatever.
gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert.
I'm not surprised.
But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high.
Yeah.
But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Yeah.
The women folk have come to rock us.
Yeah.
I'll take that one.
The question is, what's the, how much do you start with? Like, if you start with 100, yeah, that's low.
They mean to overwhelm us.
No. Game? Hello? I don't want to die because you don't want to let me dodge. Yeah. Yeah? Well, actually, no. Anywhere but wait. What is anywhere between 1 and 10? Okay. I'm a little confused.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
Probably.
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
I think that's to determine how much it costs to use.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
Yeah, which is why he should have been acting as a mercenary person. Did better. Fights better than he acts. He's technically, by all means, a goddamn mercenary. At this point.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Stupid. Hi, Otto.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Time to visit the brother. Maybe brother will tell us where to go and what to do.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities.
Oh no!
The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive!
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Yes, next to his attendant's been taking care of him for how long? So I heard you wanted 1, 2, 3, 4 side quests here, and I think there's more, but yeah, I heard you wanted 4 more side quests.
Did you see that? Tell me you
Ugh.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid's scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
What's worse? This is bad. This is worse. A child. God.
Seems the hideaway's lost its
Blasted
appetite.
book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something.
You know...
And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
Could have saved me an entire step by go asking him
Lest we
yourself.
forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Couldn't just ask him yourself. And then be like, okay, so I learned that these things are this, and I need you to go kill this thing. For these things, to get the things for the food.
Lawsman Harpocrates, I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Now I need to go.
It seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
This.
Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant?
Oh.
Be at Martha's Rest.
Have fun with that. Or that'd be interesting. No, I talked to. Actually, I talked to you.
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want?
I can.
Should last you a good while.
That. One more. Oops.
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dalimil way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
She would.
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Check. I'm gonna go do a fucking circle of this place. Check the hunt board to see if any new fucking hunts have come available.
On his own son's spear.
We're all gonna die.
Alright,
You hear me? The Akashic are coming and they won't.
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell...
This gear will be important for later.
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh!
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
That's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said.
The best way I see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Midadol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces, the body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh goods? I don't think you'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn.
And then a random ass gear that isn't actually important
This
to
tiny
anything.
piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Midadol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. Ah, all finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Midadol's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Midadol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Nope, you just randomly grabbed a cogwheel you shouldn't have, or it was already placed on a pan in this on the scale that you just realized you didn't need. Now I go here, check this. Do hunts I'm thinking of are available or not, or however many hunts available. Oh, there's only one hunt that's available. Never mind. I can't do that one right now. Albeit, I know where to go for it.
Alright, Clark. Me too. Seems like I've been doing the rest. And anyone?
Care.
You off then?
Meant to talk to the lady.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back.
Am I have 1,000 some ability points?
Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
And talk to both Era and that lady.
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care, but here you are today raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto?
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are ya? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocence, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
Aye, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Good.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
Jabbercoots! Dragging me into your problems. You don't got the balls.
It seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them alive. And so should I.
Get prepping.
What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Do I level up? Or do I just get extremely close? Okay, I did level up. That give me enough? Yes. One more ultimate ability, and then it's on to all the cheaper skills. Think. Maybe. Outside of this one. Only has one upgrade, so that's surprising. Oh yeah, just one more ultimate, and then things start getting slightly cheaper. Whoa! Oh, that is true. You'd have to find people who would want to play it. And a means to make it easily playable. Because it is technically like homebrew rules and things. It'll be a little difficult. It's not technically officially supported anywhere. Probably. Maybe. There might be somewhere that officially supports it, but you have to find somewhere that officially supports it and isn't like too hard to access.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
You mean by superimpose? Like get rid of some of the rules? Or change some of the rules?
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
Are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapping from.
Could be I know something more.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalimil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so. For your sake.
Yeah, you might want to update
Now,
some
if
of
that's
that.
all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
Because that'd be using a really old rule
Reaper,
set,
do ya?
too.
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goots.
The gentleman of the town guard is wrapping up. What a mess.
Just start cleaning. Worry about it later.
The safety of the town is in our hands.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
They can try.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Oh, there's more. Get over here. Oh. There we go.
You've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goetz. Right now.
Apparently I'm a coward.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goot, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goetz, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goetz, no.
Enough, all of you!
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Ah! Who did this to me? How dare you?
Goose, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs, you remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Time to take your eyeball. No more eyeball for you.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It isn't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind, but that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Yes? Yeah? You don't say. It's almost as if it was a side quest, and that 90% of them were, I don't know, pointless. And I'm doing them for nothing more than a few, AP points to save me farming them later from mobs,
My lord,
which
Marcus,
give a lot less.
Is that you? It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate. Of course.
Mostly using them for XP, AP, and
yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
Money.
I was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing.
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of
a
several
man blade in
serving
one
the
arm?
7
The fuck is
high
a man?
houses.
What?
Alas.
Alas.
I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalimil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
I go back to Dalimil, bang my head against the table.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Mummy, are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town.
Yes, it is. Cut away? What? I don't know, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you.
Depends on how they're used.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
Like, if we're talking about movie cutaways or like game cutaways where they
kindly
cut the scene and then jump to somewhere else, or jump to a different character, is that what we're talking about?
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
No, that's why I asked what I was asking. No, there's reason I asked and phrased it the way I did. Make sure I was talking about the right thing.
Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican Army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
But
Many times.
given you're talking about a
I was sent
TV
here to
show,
observe
I
the
guess you
situation.
mean the like TV and video game cutaway where they
You sent me to look for you.
like
Well,
they'd
when
have
I
a
had my
conversation
chance,
here and then you'd
I
cut away
fancy
to
I
a
could
group of
defend
different
myself
people.
against one, perhaps two, but
Having a different kind of
whole regiment.
conversation.
I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men
But
confiscated
just
my effects and locked me
it's
in
a
cell.
tool like any other
The
tool.
captain is no more.
If used
men make the
properly,
rules
it's fine. If used incorrectly,
Fortunately, I
it's
was
terrible.
able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's central command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's.
Well, they're dead.
If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Okay. Ah, god damn it. Hello. Demon of Fur. What is it that you demand, old Demon of Fur? With your fuzziness. Does Lord Fuzzy want? That is my controller, Lord Fuzzy. We're not allowed to do my... Okay, hi. My face. Hello. Ah! That's a bit excessive. You didn't need to do that. You only really need to get them up to level 50. More than level 50 is a... is a bit pointless.
Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
The stat 2 resource thing just falls off too much.
And now you'd have us believe they just gone.
Nothing like a little unrest.
So I'd argue you kind of wasted resources there for a little bit, but you're already so close, so might as well just finish it out, but normally I don't recommend doing that.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria.
My cat!
It's been a long time since last I saw my great aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis?
It's my cat.
Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady
Hi! I see you back there.
Assist your Uncle Stuart. I was
You
on my way
bit
back
me.
from the old
Not allowed up here.
when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits.
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
I wasn't trying to
south
be like you're supposed to know. I'm just a little pissed off with my cat. Sorry, I came out a little mad. It happens.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just angry at my cat for biting me. I'm sorry. Now, I didn't expect you to know it was my cat.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Also, I wouldn't call my dog Lord Fuzzy. I'd call my dog, like, just Fuzzy, because, generally, Lord means they have some sort of, complex that a cat would have, you know, being high and mighty and believing they deserve better treatment.
It's over.
This is another thing I'd assume. I wouldn't call my dog a Lord. Just call him Fuzzy. But
maybe more bandits
that is fair.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
Go back there. What do you want? What are you doing?
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive. And I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread.
What are you doing?
When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along, I...
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to.
Like, times.
I shall send a Pistolus.
Wanna go to sleep, cat?
Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Got a choice. Nah, that's the wrong choice. You get off of that. God damn it, cat. Okay. Good for you.
There were ghosts at the gates, not Daisy.
You needn't fret.
What? Why are you saying that?
To the meadows, then.
But yeah, my general recommendation is only get them up to the level that it takes them to unlock their module. So for 5 stars, level 50, for 6 stars, level 60. You can do 69 as a joke.
To find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby.
But I wouldn't do much higher than that because the amount of money and leveling up resources to actual stat benefits get really bad past that point. Oh! Sorry. My brain didn't even realize... You know, this is why you need to preface with, you know, that first. How was I supposed to know that? I guess I maybe shouldn't have assumed that, but that game obviously is just designed to confuse me. But yes. Don't go past E2. Sorry.
That's the
My bad.
Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent. I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Can you blame them? With
Okay.
disguise as they are? So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
Probably gonna be my first stream in this
And
game
what
where I had no
precisely will I be
problems.
cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
Ugh.
And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly
Yup.
so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
Doesn't sound very good.
So, not fit for consumption then.
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force, a force of nature even, a maelstrom of flavour and sensation, a graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Not exactly the thing that we should be hunting right now. But there's 1,000 more AP points, giving me killing at least 10 to 11 mobs. Next, talk to Karen. Then I go to Martha's Rest to do that, and then I'd probably call it.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
Actually, probably.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Outside
Thanks,
of
Nan.
Ethan Contrail?
I won't let you down.
Ethan and Contrail?
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life,
Other than that, chip
he'll need
tokens?
to start looking out for
Or
himself
the
as well.
chip thing?
Till then, he'll need people to watch his back.
Because
Just
you
like
should
did in
admittedly
Dalamil.
buy
Don't
more of
think I
those
didn't appreciate
chip
that.
things.
Of course.
And always save
His
a
family.
decent amount.
Stop it. You make me one good
For
arm,
them.
mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Admittedly, I only got like 2 of them, and then I just save the rest for if I ever need to get the chip tokens. Or the there's a thing you need to make the chips from normal to the ones you need for 5 and 6 stars, and so I've been saving most of mine in case I need those. I can only buy them that way. So I'd be careful what you spend the red currency on in that regard. Because you might want to save them so you can make sure you get the chips you need to upgrade certain yada
I
yadas.
see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Boom. Yay. 60,000 XP. Yay. It barely puts a dent into anything. Man. Okay. I'm probably calling it here for the night. Sadly, because I want to stop before I get sucked into a bunch of random crap. This game is good at doing that. So you gotta be careful. Oh, and I didn't want to save, but that's fine. I don't care. You save whatever. But I'll be calling that for the night. Thanks for everybody who showed up. Starting off the next week with or Doom. That'll be fun. You all next week, maybe.